Today we're going to be continuing on our subject and verb agreement practice on NoRedInk by looking at our agreement with math, money, and time. And so there are a few different rules that we're actually going to look at with this. So in general, if we have mathematical terms, so like sum or product, we treat those as singular, so we want to match those with a singular verb. The sum of money, so like 2 years here, we also treat that as singular, even though years technically is plural, so that can be one that can kind of be confusing. And if a number is more than 1, we normally give it a plural verb, which makes this one above showing just why these can be so tricky, because here we have 2, which should be plural, years, which should be plural, but because it's a period of time, we decide to treat it as singular. So there's lots of kind of weird rules that are going on with these. So let's do a few of them together. In general, the easiest way to check these is really just going by your ear. If you are a native English speaker, you naturally do these without realizing that there's a rule that you're following, so sometimes trusting your ear is your best bet. So here we have 3 students, which is plural, adds up all the awards Squidward Tentacle has won. So 3 students add up. So this is our plural verb matching our plural subject with 3 students. On that one, we're mainly looking at the number 3 and treating it as plural. Arwen is convinced that the sum of 22 and 11 is 33. Now remember, we treat sum, that word or a mathematical term, as a singular. So sum is, which is our singular verb, so we don't need to do anything to this one. 70 bouquets of flowers was waiting for President Snow when he got home. 70 is more than 1, so we're going to use our plural verb, which is was. 10 record labels, so 10 more, call, so 10 record labels call Peter Malark every day to offer him a contract. This one's already correct because we have a plural subject and a plural verb. $10 fit in Hamish Abernathy's budget for a meal out, but it's the most he will spend out. 10 is more, so we're going to use our plural, which that one currently is. So this one is saying because, this is one of those tricky ones that I kind of mentioned when we were talking about time, but because it is a sum of money, $10, we'd use fits. So we'll do another one like that. So here we have, early this morning, Legolas suddenly realized that the sum of 25 and 1 aren't 24. So sum is a math term, so we want to use a singular, so we want isn't. That is our singular version. Remember our little S rule on that. 3 second graders accidentally cut off part of Lord Voldemort's poster. We want to use the number 3 on this one, so plural. Cut is correct, that is plural, so those are all good. And here's one like the one we missed a second ago. So 3 years, dealing with time. So we're going to treat that as singular, so we want is. So 3 years is as long as Minerva McGonagall will wait to ask for a raise in her allowance. Those ones really can be tricky. So here's another one. J.R. Tolkien wonders if the last 7 years have made him a more complicated person. Because we're dealing with time, we want it to be singular. So we want has instead of have. I hope these were helpful for you, talking about subject and verb agreement, especially focusing on the agreement with math, money, and time. As always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out.